But the Saw is family.
All right.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we are ranking the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. I've never seen a franchise that declined as immediate as this. It was like, first movie, just crash course into utter just lunacy. There is a lot of shit to get through in this franchise. Without further ado, let's get into that shit right now.
Number 8.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation. I'm just going to say 3 words for this. Fuck this movie.
Number 7.
Leatherface, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. This film, I feel kind of, as much as Next Generation was shit, this one is more offensive because it's fucking tragically boring and I couldn't wait for it to end. I wanted to turn it off on numerous occasions. But the reason why it's a step above Next Generation is because it's not complete dog shit. It's just nothing happens and it's just a complete snooze fest for the majority of this movie. It's just boring and uninteresting, and sometimes they're the worst kind of films for me.
Number 6.
Leatherface. This film was absolute shit. Barely has anything to do with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. It kind of just hints at things about it in the beginning and towards the end of the film. The whole middle chunk is kind of this weird insane asylum breakout movie. This film is just uninteresting from start to finish. It's what you get with these reboot prequel movies where they try to go,
oh, what made Leatherface Leatherface?
And it is dull as dishwater. It was shit.
Number 5.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I remember really liking this film when I first watched years ago when I first saw it. Thought it was really fun, dumb, super 80s and silly. On this rewatch, it's a really bad movie. I know people that have a fond love for this film and how it's just really silly, it gets really goofy. But when you've done a marathon, you watch the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre and you go immediately to this one afterwards. The tone is completely all over the place in the sequel. It just doesn't feel like the same kind of film whatsoever. And I feel it just gets ridiculous. Like why the hell is Dennis Hopper, the sheriff in this film, you know, going to a chainsaw shop, choosing 2 chainsaws to take with him to go and fucking kill these people, when he could have just chosen to take a couple of shotguns and a couple of pistols and just shot them? Like, there was moments where I'm just like, this film could have ended ages ago and it could have ended in just this sheriff guy just blinding the fuck out of these guys with shotguns. But it doesn't happen. No, they have a ridiculous chainsaw fight. It is fucking stupid. I know people love it, but it's bad.
Number 4.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Beginning. This one's alright. I think it opens really well, but I feel like it opens strong, but after the opening, the film kind of Miranda's, becomes a bit of an average affair. I think it's much better than the films under it. As a film, it kind of just Miranda's on. It doesn't really pick up the pace very well, but I thought it was fairly enjoyable for what it was, if it wasn't anything special. Next up is a film that I wasn't expecting to like at all. It surprised me that it's this high on the list.
Number 3.
Texas Chainsaw 2013. I remember when this came out, it had ridiculously awful reviews across the board. It was universally hated, but I had a really fun time in this film. I thought it was a really entertaining Texas Chainsaw movie. I thought the opening was fantastic, where you see the Sawyer family get massacred by the townsfolk. Great opening for a film. Texas Chainsaw 2013 is a direct sequel to the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, and it kind of like takes place 30 years later, and you're introduced to this character, and she's meant to be like a descendant from one of the Sawyer families, and she inherits the house, and then basically she kind of figures out her whole kind of lineage was murdered by the townsfolk, and then the police force want to get her and basically say, oh, she's a Sawyer, she's going to be evil, whatever. I really enjoyed Texas Chainsaw 2013. I thought it was a very strong movie. I would watch it again. I thought it was very entertaining. Nowhere near as bad as what the reviews and critics would let you believe. In my opinion, I thought it was actually a good one.
Number 2.
The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's something about this film that it really just doesn't resonate with me. I don't know whether it's because I watched it at the wrong age. You know, I watched it long after it came out and the kind of the impact wasn't there anymore. I don't know what it is, but it's just something about this film that just doesn't really kind of do it for me. I get nothing from this film. Not that I'm saying it's bad, it's number 2. It's like one of the best in the franchise for sure. I don't think it's as great as the fandom would let you believe it is. But I still think it's a very well made film. It's very just dirty and grimy. It's got that just unsettling vibe to it. The sound design in this film is unbelievably great. In the opening, you've got that weird old camera noise, like really eerie sounds. In the dining room scene, you've got these cymbals crashing throughout the whole, in the backdrop of the soundscape. Very great, unsettling sound design in this film, and I thought that probably was the strongest aspect to this movie, and I really did like it. I don't know if I'm going to be known as the remake boy.
Number 1.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003, the remake. I thought this film was everything that I wanted from a Texas Chainsaw movie. It's grimy, it's dirty, the characters are all somewhat likable. The scumbag sheriff dude is fucking, you hate his guts, really kind of grabs you there. You're like, you know he's scum, you want him to die. And Leatherface is fucking as scary as shit in this movie. Absolutely scary as hell. I think the performance by Jessica Biel is bang on. I think she's fantastic in this film. I think her performance is great. It helps that she's good to look at as well. I love this film. I thought this film was fantastic. I think it's best in the franchise. I love the look of it. I love the characters. Goes in different directions. Moments where I wasn't expecting, like there's moments where Jessica Biel's character fights back and actually kind of wins the day pretty much. I really do love this film, and that is my favourite in the franchise. So let me know how you would rank the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. Whatever your opinions are, let me know down below. If you're new to this channel and want to see more, maybe become a subscriber-uno and maybe subscribe. Hit the like button as well, because it's the best way for the YouTube to push my videos out to the YouTube world. As always, guys, I have been Jason, and I am gonna go and watch some more horror franchises.